Today, I'm going to be finding out more about the challenges faced by people who don't have access to data or devices. I'll be meeting 3 amazing charities who work alongside Vodafone, hearing what it's like for people who don't have the connectivity that most of us take for granted. So Jamie, tell me a little bit about the Trussell Trust.
Well, Trussell Trust is the biggest network of food banks in the country, and we're here not just to make sure that people have enough food to eat to get through the cost of living crisis, but we're also deeply interested in the questions surrounding how do we end the need for food banks. 1 in 6 people that use a Trussell Trust food bank are experiencing tech poverty to the scale that they don't even have access to the internet. They can't afford to run a mobile phone.
Which in this day and age, when our whole lives are online, whether that be going to the bank or making appointments, we do it all digitally, don't we?
If you don't have access to the internet, it's like constantly living uninvited to the party that is modern life. If Vodafone weren't distributing the SIM cards via our food banks, people would be completely disconnected and suffering alone.
Dan, tell me all about LandAid.
So LandAid is the property industry charity, and we work with the property sector to end youth homelessness.
So you're trying to get people somewhere to live, and your partnership with Vodafone is also trying to get them to be connected to the world that they are becoming increasingly disconnected from.
Life is online now, so whether that's applying for benefits or jobs or training, whatever it might be, being online and connected is really important. LandAid in the first 7 months has sent around 18,000 SIMs to 45 charities, so it's been incredibly beneficial to the charities themselves and also the young homeless. Long term, I think awareness and education is really important, but connectivity is a fantastic step forward.
Ed, tell me about Centrepoint.
It's the largest youth homelessness charity in the country, but we work with partners across the country.
Oh, wow.
We run 90 specific services for young homeless people, but also we get involved in policy, campaigning, trying to change social attitudes so we really can strive to reduce or indeed end youth homelessness in this country.
Who are coming to you for help?
So last year Centrepoint worked with around 15,000 young people, but bear in mind there were 129,000 young people who presented for support around homelessness. Most young people we work with while they're in our accommodation on benefits. That means they have a weekly income from benefits from the government of £56 a week. Then suddenly having free data is huge. £56 a week, particularly in the cost of living crisis, it's not much to live on.
Does it have an impact on their mental health as well?
Homelessness and poverty is a horrible practical reality. It's tough, but psychologically, I think the argument is it's even tougher, and I'm really pleased that we're solving a lot of it.
So when you have big companies that want to help you, that must be something of a big help.
It's huge. None of the organisations, Centrepoint included, can do this on our own. It is by coming together and a broader societal push. That's the way that we can end youth homelessness.
We've barely scratched the surface of the digital divide in this series, but it is so clear to see that the lack of access to connectivity and devices impacts hugely on people's lives and why we need to change it.